Right, hello and welcome to the Clean Sheets Dirty Laundry podcast. It's the 7th episode. I'm Garry from NWP Gloves.
I am Craig from Reflex GK.
And yeah, wherever you listen to this, watching this, if you're walking your dog, don't forget your poo bags. At the gym, doing one more rep. Other than that, sit back, relax, and listen to us two talk about world-class goalkeepers like we know what we're on about.
Intro.
Inside. Right. News. There's whispers, or there is, of Alisson moving on in the summer. It's all speculation, isn't it? It's just filling the...
The top players in that team ain't going anywhere, I don't think. I think there'll be conversations had previous to any announcements from Klopp, and I can't see many people going from that team. Depending on who comes in, obviously.
If they do, if like Van Dijk is supposed to be taken out of context, but if Alisson goes and he goes, mid-table team.
Yeah, relegation battle next year, I reckon.
No, his agents come out and said it's impossible. The story is that he could be going back to Brazil, but he's not going to go back to Brazil.
In the peak of his career?
Yeah, not a chance. Yeah, his agents come out and said it's impossible. They've not got the finances for a goalkeeper that of his class to go there, has he?
They haven't got a league big enough either. I mean, no disrespect to the Brazilian league, but it's a far cry from the Premier League, and I don't know. I'd love to see how that'd work. I kind of want it to happen, to be fair, just to see what he does.
It's not. It's just, like I say, it's just speculation. It's just trying to sell papers, isn't it? Or clickbait, in it, really, basically.
I don't, unless it's a family issue, I don't see how he goes back to Brazil. I mean, there's so many big leagues you can go to. If you're going to move, there's so many clubs you can go to.
Yeah.
I just don't see.
The big three: Italy, Germany, Spain.
And he goes anywhere he wants. Anybody wants.
India.
Massive.
But say he does. Let's just play devil's advocate. He goes.
Brilliant for Kelleher, my new best friend.
Yeah, but are they gonna? Would they trust him? Nah. I know they're trusting him now because Alisson's.
They have to.
Injured, isn't it? They've got no choice, have they?
Yeah, they've got a choice. Obviously, it depends on who comes in. That's the big thing. I mean, because if it's Alonso, does he bring someone with him? I mean, gaffers especially goalkeeper wise as well. Gaffers have players of trust, and when it comes to goalkeepers, especially, I think there's always a goalkeeper in a manager's mind. He wants at his club.
Yeah.
So, yeah, interesting one. But yeah, I don't know.
Who's up in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a strange one. I just think who he could get though. He would come to Liverpool.
I think, like I say, it depends on who's the manager. I don't know. There's that many, isn't there?
Ramsdale obviously would be a great shout.
Ramsdale would be a great shout, but he could go. Moving on to Ramsdale in a minute. But no, I don't know. Listen,
Martinez would be a good shout.
Martinez would be a very good shout. He'd be to be fair, yeah. I think he'd snap it up as well, wouldn't you? Yeah. I know Villa are pushing, but it's completely different.
Yeah, it's different, bigger club.
Such a special club. You know what I mean?
With no trophies. What?
Really?
What they won?
Villa or Liverpool?
Liverpool.
Oh, give over.
With a thing, mate.
They won their Premiership, Champions League.
One of each don't count, does it?
Yeah, that doesn't count.
That's practice goes. That's demos.
Oh, well, that's...
And trials don't count.
There's another story of Ramsdale moving to West Ham.
I mean,
step down, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not.
Definite step down.
He can go to Bill. I mean, I think Chelsea. I'm still saying Chelsea for that move, 100%.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. Kid who's got him now is doing well though. Have to say he's doing very well. He's proven his point, and obviously they just bought 2 goalkeepers last season. Started this season, should I say? But I just think he's proving. I think he's a step up from both of them, and I think it's a big club that suits him. I think he'll do well there, especially given the fact they're going for young players at the minute. He's a great young goalkeeper, so he kind of fits the mould as well.
Surely he started training. Courtois.
Yeah.
Surely Balenciaga or whatever his name is comes back. Surely
I don't think. Okay, listen.
That ship sailed.
Not really, because last season he came back in out of nowhere, out of the abyss, and did it very, very well. He had some great games, made some big saves, and he showed his class. He showed he was the keeper. You're 40 when they first got him. But I just don't know. Something about that fit with him and Chelsea doesn't seem to. It's like they couldn't trust him. I don't think he's trusted there. I mean, why let him go in the first place?
Yeah.
He's established himself as number one. You've lost your other number one to a Saudi club. You would not let him go if you thought, right, this is what we need to help us push for the league.
Like I say, they're in a hell of a situation since they've had some very, very good goalkeepers very recently.
Yeah.
And then now they're struggling, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? And obviously, the kid that's in there now is doing very well. Maybe takes a step up, and I don't know, but it just seems a funny situation there, doesn't it?
Yeah, for a club that size, not having an established number one who is of a certain standard is a strange one. It's a really weird dynamic at Chelsea at the minute. Obviously, with the amount of players they've got, and they just have a revolving door. But yeah, I don't know. I just think Ramsdale. It's got his name all over it. It's got his name all over it. I think. It just seems.
What, Chelsea?
Yeah, I just see it. I see it happening. I can see it happening.
He could go to, like I say, any decent club, couldn't he? Yeah, Ramsdale to West Ham, done that. Courtois has returned to training.
Yeah.
He's been out a long, long time, hasn't he?
Yeah, and we saw it with Neuer. I think it took Neuer. I mean, Neuer is Neuer. I mean, he's always going to make mistakes. He's erratic in what he does. He's very, very good, by the way, don't get me wrong, but he makes a lot of mistakes because of the way he plays, takes risks, and obviously they're not the most calculated risks, but it doesn't really matter when you're playing at Bayern until this season, obviously. But yeah, I think Courtois, it may or may not take him a while. It depends on, obviously, his pathway back into the first team. But regardless, you're playing at the highest level at that club. So to get up to speed, it's going to take him probably at least a good couple of months.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
But yeah, it's good to see him back. Obviously, I think a goalkeeper who there was questions about him at Chelsea. There was many, many questions about him going to Real in the first place, but he's more than proven his point.
He's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Big game player. Every big game you see him in, he makes massive saves consistently. He's what you want in a keeper.
Yeah.
He's dependable. He says what he should, and he's consistent.
He's definitely in the top three goalkeepers now, isn't he? World class, without a doubt.
Yeah, he's definitely there. He's very, very good. I mean, listen, the purists, the goalkeeping goalkeepers will look and go, he's not the best to watch. He looks aesthetically doesn't look great, but in terms of doing the job, he's good. He's good. I mean, listen, parts of his game you might say, well, okay, as a modern day goalkeeper, he lacks in certain areas, but for what he is and the team he plays in, you can't ask any more of him, I don't think.
No. One of your favourite goalkeepers, Ortega.
Yep.
There's word of him moving on.
Has to.
Moving on, but it's to Anderlecht. There's talk of Anderlecht.
Can't do.
Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Crazy.
To take over from Kasper Schmeichel.
No, I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen, but it's a stupid move because he is top draw.
Yeah,
he's top draw. I mean, the only reason he doesn't play at City is because of how established Edison is and how much he suits that team.
Yeah,
but he is absolutely. I mean, I look at him, and he's a advocate for the smaller goalkeeper, but his all round game is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He's a class goalkeeper, really, really good.
Very good. He's signed in 2022. He's only played 24 times since he's been there. So now the discussion is they're trying to sort out his contract and the stumbling blocks. So I don't know how that's worked, but obviously agents come out and say, oh, they're interested to either push up the contract or catch another team, don't they? So
I never get it. It's like Vorm going and like Begovic, these keepers who are in or toward the peak of their career.
Yeah,
going to sit on benches at clubs where they know they're not going to play. I don't get it. Michel Vorm at Swansea was incredible.
Yeah.
And he goes and sits on the bench. Begovic was literally in his pomp and goes and sits on the bench. I just don't understand why these keepers do it.
I say, you get to the point where you think maybe you're above your station. You think I'll get him out.
Yeah, maybe. And obviously
wait for me chance. And when I get my chance, I'll take it.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, 100%. And I think it does happen now and again. Steele at Brighton, a great example. He's number 3 and now he's number 1 and he's playing well. But I just think you look at, okay, if you're Ortega going to that team, regardless of what the gaffer said to you, right, you're looking saying it's Edison in front of me.
Yeah,
he's probably the top 2 in the world right now in terms of recognition, in terms of the way he plays in the modern day game, in terms of the club he's at, in terms of the competitions he's winning. Why take him out the team? There's no reason to take him out the team. So it's a strange one. I just don't think. I look and go, massive club, huge jump for him in terms of where he was at in Germany. But he's almost losing stock by being there.
Yeah.
In a sense, obviously, he's
getting forgotten about, isn't he?
Yeah,
and he's 31.
Is he?
He's 31.
I didn't think that old, to be fair.
Yeah, he's 31. So
That's interesting.
It's going to happen. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen this summer, I would have thought, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
His contract runs out in 2025, so...
I would take him at United. 100%.
Fucking everybody at United, wouldn't you?
But yeah, in a minute, yeah. Can you blame me?
11 minutes, 30 seconds before we refer to Onana. So it's a quick one this week. Have you seen... Listen, if you signed for LA Galaxy... You're thinking sun, palm trees, aren't you?
Fuming.
Lloris has gone. I play some other American team, and it is absolutely blizzard.
Mate, it's
like the old FA Cup games, isn't it? You know,
is
with
that
the
on?
pink balls and that. Yeah,
How is that even on?
it's got to get played.
Only in America can that game be on.
Yeah,
Because I don't get it. And I'm not being funny. Knowing goalkeepers, as I know goalkeepers, you could not be arsed with that.
no. I remember playing in a game, and it was raining, but I mean it's freezing cold and pissing down, and we was like hammering them, and I was just stood for like say 45 minutes or whatever it was, just freezing.
Worst thing in the world.
Contemplated just walking off.
Yeah.
I was that cold. I was like, I've had enough of this.
100%.
And then it eases up, and you think, all right, I'll give it 5 more minutes. And then it comes again, and you're like you couldn't catch anything because your hands are that cold.
Mate, honestly, I remember our cup game, and it lashed. It was like you say, it was 0. It was freezing, and it lashed down in the first 2 minutes. And I'm talking like lashing down.
Yeah,
for a good half an hour. I've got no base layer on. I've got one shirt. There's no spare shirt. I'm soaked through, and there's pictures of me, obviously, on the day, and I'm just fuming.
like that.
Honestly, mate, like in my inner anger was incredible. And like you say, I'm just stood there thinking, actually, I'm going to walk off. I'm in so much pain. I'm so cold. I'm literally walking off. Like
it's not much. It's not bad when you've got you're doing something, aren't you? You know what I mean? It's it's the worst. It's the absolute worst. But so poor old Lloris.
Character building.
But then again, De Gea's wondering where everything's hot, so you have to watch where he signs if he signs over there.
I know, yeah. He's looked at that and gone, nope.
Yeah.
No chance. Next.
Right. There's a rule change or a new rule change coming. Have you heard of it?
Go on, which one?
It's the 8-second rule.
No, go on.
Right. So there's been a big conference of everybody who knows absolutely nothing about football but rules football. And it's the 8-second rule. It used to be 6. It's taken over from the 6-second rule, which is never implemented now ever. But it's still in there. It's still a rule.
There's no way it's a rule.
It is. It's still a rule. So what we're going to do from next season, in all leagues apart from the top 2, so the Premiership and Championship, and same with European, GKs can hold on to the ball for 8 seconds rather than the traditional 6. For the last 5 seconds, they're holding it. The referee will hold his hand up in the air, right, and count down from 5. If the goalkeeper does still not release the ball in time, the opposition team will be awarded a throw-in in line with the penalty box or a corner.
Or a corner. How do you decide?
I don't know. I don't know what the.
This isn't a real rule. There's no way.
It's not April yet, is it?
No, but that doesn't make any sense. So just nah.
So they get the ball.
Why is it not an indirect free kick like it used to be?
I don't know. Maybe it's more of a penalty, then, isn't it? More of a. I don't know how it works.
That's a strange.
Ridiculous, isn't it? Well, that's from next season.
So to my knowledge, right, that 6-second rule did get scrapped. Is it? Actually
I don't think it's actually scrapped. I think it is it just forgot about. But it's getting back to that years ago, wasn't it? The keeper would just get hold of it and hold it until the referee tells him to, to time waste.
I don't understand why they've brought it back in, because I don't see that in the game anymore. If anything, everyone's playing at tempo because of everyone's playing from the back.
Yeah.
I don't understand what they've seen and gone, oh, we need to put this rule back in.
I think that's just the Premiership, maybe, or the lesser teams of the Premiership are holding on it a bit more. I mean, City United last weekend, I know it was goal kicks, but just Onana stood there waiting.
That's just what he does, though.
Yeah,
stands there and waits.
I mean, but just time wasting from the off. It's ridiculous.
That's interesting. Well, I mean,
can you? Go on, sorry.
I'm hoping it just doesn't come into play, because that's a terrible rule.
Well, it's a trial, so I don't know how. I think was you playing when the 6-second rule came in?
Yeah.
Can you remember it coming in? 1908 it was.
Yeah.
Did it take you some time to adjust?
No, because I used to get it and beam anyway.
Smash it away! Have it!
Literally the biggest boom I could do. Send it as far as possible. That's my job done. So yeah, it didn't matter to me really.
I remember when the first game it came in. We had a ref. I remember his name was Lester, and he was our centre back's dad. But he was a fully qualified. You know, he had the kit on. You know, he turned up in the kit, socks pulled up, pencil in his sock, all that. You know,
dead proud.
I remember getting the ball, looking up, straight away. I was like, "What?" It was like 6 seconds. I was like, "There is no way that is 6 seconds." But how old was I? I would have been 15. No, I wouldn't have been. I'd been 16, something like that. So I was a bit cheeky. I was like, "There's not a chance." Anyway, indirect free kick. It's like, are you kidding me? Do you know what I mean? You should be on our team. Like, you know what I mean? You should be on our side. But I think it was like more against us than anything. But yeah, it was. I don't know. It wasn't. Again, it wasn't a rule that really needed to be in. The referee needs to get hold of the game and go, hurry up.
Yeah, literally.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's what they'll say.
You can book them, can't you?
Yeah,
Gentlemanly conduct.
You keep doing it, get booked. It's time wasting, and that's what generally happens. But I think it's a stupid rule. It's just a daft rule.
Love tinkering.
No one wants to sit there and count 8 in your head either. As a goalkeeper, I think, 1, 2. It's just daft.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't work. It's a silly rule. Obviously, it's having a referee there saying, "Come on, don't stop wasting time is enough." You know,
Yeah, just point to his watch.
Yeah, literally.
Instead of going 5, if you want a 4, if you want a 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, kick it.
It's wild. It's actually wild.
But no, it's mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to say, can you remember was you playing when the pass back rule came in?
No.
92?
No. I would have been 15.
Would you? I was 11. Seriously, I was 11.
Yeah.
I don't think I was even playing football. But I looked into that rule, the pass back rule, the other day, this morning, when I was rushing to get this prepared for the app, for the podcast.
In the van, in a way.
It was dog barking at the time. 92 it was fetched in. The last game that was played at a decent level, or last game that was played before the rule came in, 2 weeks before the rule came in, was, can you guess? It was a European...
Can I guess?
I'll give you a little bit of a clue. It was Euros final, 92.
Italy?
No. One of your all-time legends of a keeper. Your hero.
Denmark?
Yeah.
In that final?
Yeah, in the final.
Jesus.
Against Germany.
Must have been a while ago.
And they won it, didn't they?
Denmark
won. Yeah, Euros 92.
No idea.
And it was the last game that came in. And it was one of the reasons, not one of the reasons, because it was already said it was coming in, but it was just Denmark passing it back to Schmeichel kicking it up the other end, then passing it back to Kahn smashing it up the other end, like the last 10 minutes. But no, when it came in, there was a Makita tournament, and Nottingham Forest was part of it, and Nottingham Forest, I don't know if it was left back or right back, Brian Laws, not the Brian Laws, I don't think, got on his hands and knees and headed it back to Crossley. And then a couple of days later, FIFA came out and said, no, it's any deliberate pass back, so header. But I'm sure when that came in, the throw-in wasn't in on it, was it? You could still throw it back to your keeper and the keeper pick it up. I'm sure it was after.
No idea.
I'm sure it was after.
Before my time, so.
Was it?
Yeah, marginally.
My prime.
He was in his pump.
Right, so moving on to him blowing his nose again.
Leave it.
Goalkeeping. Moving on to guess the keeper.
Yes, my forte.
Right, there's not a chance you'll get this one.
Watch me.
Right, guess the keeper. He's got 102 international caps.
Mm-hmm.
He was the youngest ever goalkeeper to play for his country at 19.
Okay.
He's got 2 Premier League titles, 1 FA Cup, 1 League Cup, 1 Europa, 1 Champions League, 3 Spanish League. He started his career, or started playing football at left back. Any guess whatsoever? Just say anybody.
No,
to get it started.
I'm being precise. I'm also letting the viewers.
I'm running out of clues.
Go start again. Give me another recap.
He's got 200. Oh no, not 200. 102 caps.
Yeah.
For his country. He's got 2 Premier League titles, 1 League Cup, 1 FA Cup, 1 Europa Cup, 1 Champions League, 3 Spanish leagues. He started as left back playing football. He was youngest keeper to ever represent his country at 19. He's the only ever goalkeeper to earn 100 caps for his country. He's got the most saves in the Champions League during a season, 59. He speaks 5 languages.
2 Premier League titles. I'm trying to stick on that.
Fuck me, I've just read about 50 afterwards. You're just stuck on the top bit.
That's easy. That's the best one though, because it narrows it down pretty much. There's only one to ever won it, United.
United.
So we're looking at United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal,
Blackburn.
Oh,
They've won it as well, haven't they?
Lovely little clue for you there. Tim Flowers.
No. 102 caps.
Yeah. He's pretty odd.
He speaks 5 languages.
That's also a big clue. So I can think of a keeper, but I can't think of his name, so it doesn't help much.
You want to draw a picture of him?
If you can do, yeah.
His nickname is the Giraffe.
Literally. What? I've never seen a giraffe playing goal.
He's got a really long neck and really small arms.
Oh God! When you're on the spot, why is your brain just go blank? It's very annoying. I'm making noises now. That's like I'm really thinking. That's my brain going round. Right. Petr Cech.
Nope.
It's not Petr Cech. Pantilimon.
Nope.
Pantilimon. What's he even?
Sound like a dinosaur. Pantilimon. Pantilimanosaurus. Come on. Got you this. You got it too fast last week.
I'm having 2 more and I'm going to give up because my brain's gone to putter. Should I know it or is it a hard one?
You should know it, yeah.
Oh,
He's very well. And it's quite recent.
Oh, brilliant. Courtois.
Boom! He's got it. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. You reach it out for you on the
rain
table.
continues.
Yeah, so, Courtois has got 202 caps, 2 premierships, 1 League Cup, 1 FA Cup, 1 Europa League, 1 Champions League, 1 million Spanish honours. He started at left back when he was a kid. He was the youngest keeper to ever represent Belgium. The only goalkeeper to earn 100 caps for his country. He's one of only 2 players to ever win the title with both Madrid teams in Spain. Most saves in the Champions League season, 59. Speaks 5 languages, which is unbelievable, isn't it? Well, not unbelievable, but it's surprising. It's impressive. And his nickname is... Well, he's had a couple of nicknames, but the one that's recent is the Giraffe. But he's, like say we said before, he's awesome keeper. I never rated him when he was at Chelsea, but...
He's grown. He's come on leaps and bounds, I think, at Madrid.
He's brilliant, yeah. I think he was brilliant before he went, really. He's got one of them faces, isn't he? Just like... It's annoying.
He's a goalkeeper, makes the game easy. He plays the game like he's chilling. And I like that. I mean, his start positions are good. Obviously, I'd say he makes big saves. He makes things look easy. So he cuts some more than that. He's consistent. Good little cat.
And he's a big game player as well. He's a big game player. I don't know, what did I say?
Edit. Go on.
What did I say?
No, that's right.
He's a big game player, isn't he?
Yeah.
He steps up. He's always there, and he doesn't hide, does he? No. There's 1 or 2 things in his game that when he's like faking an injury or say he's got knocked, you think it's not us, is it? But yeah, that was guess the keeper.
He's done it again.
Boom.
Is that a hat trick?
Fucking half an hour it took you, but yeah.
Yeah, but
no, it's not an hat trick. No, is it?
I'm sure I got 3 in a row.
It's a brace. You got 2.
Nah, I'm sure I got 3, but we'll check footage.
The forgotten goalkeeper. Have you heard of a goalkeeper called Sam Bartram?
Nope.
He's the forgotten goalkeeper.
Continue.
Right. In 1937,
That's why it's been forgotten, probably, but anyway.
Chelsea. Oh, come on. Chelsea versus Charlton at Stamford Bridge.
It was 100 years ago nearly.
But it wasn't.
It pretty much was.
Well, okay.
It's nearly a century ago.
Yeah, well, it's a long time ago, but still. Listen, because
potentially
it wasn't in the
reason-
Premiership doesn't mean it hasn't happened. Okay,
Yeah, but it wasn't even in his lifetime.
whose lifetime?
Anyone's in this room. Combined.
Chelsea versus Charlton, 1937
What's his
December. Sam Bartram
Right.
is in December. I think it said it was on Christmas Day, but I don't know if they had fixtures on Christmas Day then, to be fair. But then again, nobody had anything, did
Well,
they?
it was before Christ, so there probably was no Christmas at that time.
1937 before Christ. Jesus. And him as well. 1937, December, Stamford Bridge, Chelsea played Charlton. And the goalkeeper for Charlton was Sam Bartram. He's called the forgotten goalkeeper. 60 minutes into the game, a cloud of fog comes across the pitch. Right? Referee blows. Everybody goes off. 15 minutes later, a policeman wanders over to Sam, who's still playing the game. So the game was called off at 60 minutes. But when it was called off, Charlton was attacking Chelsea. So Sam was stood in his goal. He couldn't see the action, so he just thought, we're on top here for 15 minutes. So the policeman walked over and told Sam that the game had finished 15 minutes ago, where Sam uttered the immortal words, "How sad. My friends forgot about me when I was guarding their goal." Maybe the saddest words ever uttered by a goalkeeper.
I got goosebumps then, to be fair.
Say again?
I got goosebumps then.
Ooh. But yeah, that was it. The forgotten goalkeeper. 60 minutes into the game, was called off, and no one. Surely they went back to the changing rooms and went, "Where's Sam?"
He's a goalkeeper.
And he's taking the nets down.
No one cares. Goalkeeper.
That's right, yeah. But no,